28 degrees this morning. It's cold. Here we are, we're taking off. I feel like what my mom would say, I've been drugged through a knothole backwards. But we will keep dragging me through.
Only got 4 more days to the canyon.
Oh, 4 more days to the canyon. At about 12 or 13 miles a day. If I had higher mileage, it wouldn't take as long, but I feel like I'm just, you know, I'm making it, and that's a good thing. But it feels rough this morning, pretty darn rough. Today's plan, Daryl is going to take me basically north of where we're at, and then I'm going to walk norther up to a place called Moqui Station, where he'll pick me up. Then tomorrow will take me to the place where he's dropped me off, and I'll walk back to where the camper's at. Probably grab the car, and then we'll do a car move up towards Tucson and the Rim. We are getting there. We are getting this done. You know, I have this history. I'm now 64 years old, and I have this history. The very last parts of a project are the hardest for me mentally to get it done. I really do like that accomplished feeling at the end, but especially something long like this, it's hard. And we're getting to that point where it is just, it's hard. Possibly less wind today, which would make things really nice. So, signing off, and I'll see you on the trail. Look at him. Well, it is chilly out here this morning. I think 28 degrees. Woo-hoo-hoo. Got my little mittens on. My puffy. On the car ride out, we saw 2 pronghorned antelope having a morning tussle. That was pretty cool, and a couple of coyotes running by. It was a regular deal, pretty cool. Some beautiful. I've had lots of remembrances of my mom this morning. She loved being out in wilderness and animals, and, you know, watching stuff like that. And I've seen some Indian paintbrush, which was one of her favorite flowers. Yeah, I'm so glad that I got to do this walk and just remember so many fun memories and stories, and, you know, just so many fun memories. I sure do miss her. Oh, I really do. I guess what we leave behind, though, is just those memories of who we are. The influence that we've had in people's lives. That's what remains. And both my parents were very influential people, and just their love and kindness and hospitality. Yeah. So, remembered my mom this morning, having a beautiful walk with no wind so far. I'll take the cold. Oh, look at that. That is somebody's home. That's a little den of something. Cool. Right on the trail. Okay, well, until later, we'll talk to you later. So, one thing that's interesting about the trail, I guess you could say, interesting, is that you have a lot of time in your head. And, I mean, there's ways to distract that. You could do music or a podcast or whatever. But I have been enjoying, or I guess maybe challenging myself to just stay engaged with my thoughts and what's happening. You know what? I think it's a really good mental exercise. There's this principle that it's good to be able to take your thoughts captive. Think about them, because we think all kinds of random stuff, you know, random ants, automatic negative thinking thoughts. If you don't take some time to sort of look at those and decide whether or not you want to really, you know, stay there, they just kind of ramble around in the back end, for me anyway. So, hiking down the trail today, we're on the north side of Mount Humphreys. Yay! We've got 4 days to Tucson and the south rim of the Grand Canyon, which means that I will shortly be tackling the Grand Canyon. And I was thinking about it. Okay, day 4, I'm on day 4, right? Tomorrow will be day 3, 3 more days of hiking. Then you got 2 more days of hiking, then 1 more day of hiking. And then, yeah, I don't know if you've been at the Grand Canyon and stood at the edge. My grandfather, my dad's dad, when I was in junior high, took my cousin and sister and I on a trip down here to Arizona. It's one of the reasons I really enjoy it. Actually, we did 4 corners, but it was a southwest kind of thing, you know. Having been raised up north, it was it was just huge. It was different. It was, I really enjoyed the beauty, but I remember the first day ever in my life that I walked up to the edge of the Grand Canyon, and I just thought, wow, how could anybody ever walk across that thing? Now, here I am, you know, fast forward 50 years, and I am contemplating walking across the Grand Canyon. Now, the one thing that's different, and as I was thinking about this, because it's really intimidating, really, but the one thing that's different is, you know, I think I'm gonna pass 600 miles today. You know, I've got some miles under my belt when I hit the Grand Canyon. I have done some really hard stuff on this trip. I mean, Mica Mountain and Mount Lemmon and Miller and the Huachucas and going over the Monticel's. I mean, as I think about being intimidated about the Grand Canyon, you need to let those other thoughts come into those thoughts of, you know, I've done this and I've done that. So anyway, yeah, I think it's a good principle in life, really. I think it is a good principle in life. And here we are, walking across what I think they call, I don't know if they call this Cedar Ridge, but it's a lot of cedars and there's a lot of ridges. And it's absolutely, it's so quiet. So quiet. Well, it's time for a little break and snack. Ever since I was a kid, I had this problem. I think I've told you guys about it before, but it's a rock problem. I love pretty rocks. Oh, I just can't. I can't help it. One of the things about doing a car hop and a slack pack especially is that you actually like have room for like cool rocks. But then I went through this spot. Oh, there was this rock that wanted to go home with me so bad. It was like huge and like crystal. Oh, it was just awesome. It was an awesome rock. Awesome. And I mustered up all of my willpower and I left it there. I'm like, okay. Then, just around the corner, I found this really cool miniature rock of the same kind. So, I'm gonna eat my snack. I'm gonna put this in my backpack. Sherpa Babe may not find this funny when I pull it out of my backpack. But I've only got 5 miles to go. Oh, and there was this one too. That was a good one. And then, oh yeah, look at this. That one is cool. That's nice. And then look, this is like a little miniature thunder egg kind of thing. And then, you know, a couple other ones. I told you, I've got a problem. Oh, but I love it. I love my problem. I really like rocks. I am 6.2 out from my goal for the day. And I just got word from Sherpa Babe that he's started at the other end of the trail and he's bringing lunch to share. So that'll be fun. Should meet him probably in whatever. We're probably walking about the same speed, so maybe 3 miles. Well, look who I found on the trail.
Well, hi guys.
Who brought a picnic. I think I've got 600 miles.
I didn't cook. I didn't actually cook, but I did bring some stuff that we can both eat together.
Nice.
And it ain't the same old trail food we always been eating.
It's a party.
It's like a party, yeah.
It's a party.
I mean, I wasn't thinking of a party, but if that's what you want to call it, you can call it a party.
It's a picnic party. Here we are, Moqui Station. It's an old stage stop. And yeah, the Arizona Trail doesn't go right by this, but if you go down to the trailhead, like this, an old watering system. Daryl was reading that this was a stagecoach stop, and if they had too many people for one stage, they'd just hook another one on, and it became a stage train, which is kind of awesome. So, yeah, there is Lexi and Sherpa Babe. We had a fun picnic and celebration. My knee's giving some fits, so we're gonna decide what to do about that. And yeah, it's good for today, 13 and a half miles. Well, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. Walking through, I think they call it Babbitt Ranch. So Sherpa just dropped me off. I've got a shorter day today. I've got 11.5. So our original goal was to try and get through 4 days of hiking. That would take me to the South Rim, Tucson, and then do the canyon. And yesterday, my knees started giving some fits a little bit. I think I've been walking really fast, and I don't know, it just had had enough. So I've made a adjustment to the plan. I'm gonna go easy today and finish up this 11 miles. Then we're gonna take the vehicles into Tucson, actually have a couple days of rest before driving around and tackling the canyon. We got to get there and see if we can get permits. I'm really hoping for a permit for two nights in the canyon. If I can't get that, actually, I may not be able to do the canyon because I can't get all the way across with one night in Cottonwood. So yeah, hopefully we've got somebody at the office there that we'll see, and some openings and an opening. So yes, we will see how that goes. So this morning I'm gonna enjoy the walk and the view. It's beautiful. Humphrey's back there. I get to walk towards Humphreys. I'm going south. And Red Mountain, that's really cool over there. Just walk through the ranch. It's nice and cool this morning. Could get warmed up, but I've got my hot weather stuff just in case. And yep, off we go. Oh, we're getting so close. Feels like it's within grasp, but there's always these frustrations. My knee, and will I get the permits for the canyon and all of that. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it, and I'm just gonna trust and do the best I can. We'll see what happens. Just had me a nice little break, sitting by the trail under a tree. Trees are few and far between. That was nice. And I saw a couple backpackers come in, so I just waited and hung out for a while. Met Grateful Dread and Slops, and had extra fruit chews so I could be hospitable. That was fun. Found out that they had actually talked to Sherpa Babe down at the camper, and he had saw their peanut butter and said, "Hey, do you do chili sauce, peanut butter with your ramen?" And they hadn't, but they can now. He gave them got them some garlic chili sauce, and yeah, so that was fun. And then just before that, I met a gal who's trying to do a speed run on the Arizona Trail, and she walks 45 to 50 miles a day, and yeah, she's only got, geez, at those speeds she's only got 4 or 5 days left, but the Grand Canyon. So anyway, we had a nice little chat. Short, I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to keep you." She's like, "Oh no, it's nice because mostly it's very lonely. Having somebody to talk to is good." So I told her about Mom and our trip last year, and she's a NICU nurse, and she just said, "You know what? That is a great story. What a way to spend your last year." So anyway, that was encouraging. I've spent some time just being thankful. Just being thankful that Mom and I got to have that time together, and we got to do something fun and adventurous. Pretty fun. Okay, well, oh, this is funny. So yes, I saw this yesterday. Arizona Trail puts together these like walk-over cattle guard, kind of bike things. I'll show it to you. Right here. So there's one of their cattle guard things. Oh, this is fancy. It's got the Arizona Trail signature. And then look at this. A bungee cord with a plastic bag. I was telling Sherpa Babe about this, and he said, "You know what? I bet the ranch has cows that have figured out that they can get through one of these things." Like, so that is possibly a cow deterrent. Anyway, super fun. That's it. I think I've got about 4.5 more miles into the camper. Then we have decided that I'm going to take a couple days break. I think I have 12 or 14 days of straight hiking. I think it's 12 every day. Even though they're shorter miles, it just starts wearing on you after a while. And so I'm going to take a couple days off, and we'll work on permits for the canyon. And yeah, you know what? My knee is really looking forward to a couple days off.